Not too long ago, Linus Tech Tips made a video on how to create your own monitor using an old laptop screen and a 3D printer. I actually made a very similar video a couple of years ago, minus the 3D printer. I released it on another channel and it never went anywhere. But as you can see, I've been using this screen for a while now. It's kind of been how I view myself when I'm trying to set up a shot for any of the videos that I've been making. In a recent YouTube poll, I asked what kinds of things you guys would be interested in seeing from me. And one of the things you asked for was forums on my website. So I've gone ahead and added forums to the website. Definitely check out the link in the description down below and join the community there. This is an old laptop screen with bad colors, bad viewing angles, and overall just garbage. And that's why when Neewer reached out to me the other day asking if I wanted to take a look at their field monitor, I jumped at the opportunity. The screen is better, the colors are richer, the viewing angles are better. Overall, just a better setup for what I'm trying to do with my videos. So what I want to do in this video is show you what's great about this field monitor. All right, guys, so this is going to be kind of weird looking here, but doing stuff here with a second camera recording here. I'm going to do the best I can to try to show you what I really do like about this Neewer Field Monitor. So let's just go ahead and jump into this and take a look. First things first, we've got the mode button. That's going to give us the chance to select what kind of an input we want, whether it's an AV or an HDMI or something like that. The AV is going to be where you got like the red, white, and yellow RCA plugs with the 3.5mm adapter to plug into your other devices, that sort of thing. So with this, you can plug into other devices rather than just a camera. And I like that they've got that as an option. Next, we've got these little arrow buttons here. Those are for volume. So if you do plug in an external device that needs to have speakers, this has got built-in speakers in it, and I think that's great. Next, we've got the menu button here. So we press that. Then we can go into setting our picture mode and our color temperatures, things like that. The on-screen language, the aspect ratio, all of that stuff that you can see here is available in the menu. And of course, you can move up and down by just using the left and right and the up and down arrows on either side of the menu button. So we'll go ahead and click out of that. Next, we've got our F1, F2, F3, F4. So if I press F1, that shows where the center marker is either on or off in this case. F2 kind of shows you a safe frames area there. So if you want to make sure that you're always within a safe zone on your screen, you can adjust that down to all kinds of different options here. I really think 93% is probably the best for how I shoot, but that may be different for you, and you can adjust that as you see necessary. So F3 will let you check your reds, your greens, your blues, and your monos just to make sure that all of your levels are right where you want them. F4 is going to be your focus assist. Honestly, I've never understood how this works. It's a bit outside the scope of my knowledge, but it does have focus assist if that's something that you would use. So that's all of the onboard menus and buttons and that kind of thing. So now let's take a look at some of the other features around the rest of the field monitor. Okay, so here we are looking at the right side of the display. Up at the very top, there's a USB, so just in case there's a firmware upgrade for the device. You can plug into that and update the device. Below that, we've got an on-screen controller. So if you've got a remote or something like that, you can use it there. Below that, we've got headphones for audio pass-through. That's great. Here we've got that AV that I was talking about earlier, where you plug a 3.5mm into the device to get information from your other sources. Below that, we've got an HDMI, and then right here at the very bottom, we've got a 12-volt DC power plug that you'll actually have to provide for yourself. It does not come with any sort of power source, but on the back, if we go ahead and spin this around, oops. It does have plugs for batteries. I don't remember exactly which batteries. I'll put a link in the description down below for what type of batteries you'll need if you want to run this wirelessly. But just know it doesn't come with its own battery source or power source. So you'll need to provide either a DC 12 volt or a compatible battery here. Also, if you look right over here, there's a little speaker cut out there. So you'll get some audio out of that if you've got the volume turned up. And of course, lots of breathing holes holes across the back to make sure that you're gonna not overheat the field monitor when you're out using it, that sort of thing. So let's go ahead and spin this around to the other side. And let's see if there's anything over here. There is not. Oops. There's nothing over here on this other side. So that pretty much sums up kind of the grand tour around the field monitor. Okay, so now let's talk about some of the things that come with the Neewer F100 LCD Field Monitor. Of course, you're going to get the instruction manual. That's important. You're also going to get a cold shoe mount so that you can hook this up to a camera or a mounting device, screw this into the bottom, and then you get a good amount of play with this so that you can adjust how you want to be able to look at that display. This is really good for if you're out in a sunny area. And to go along with that, of course, we get a shield, like a screen shield, to put around this to keep any direct sunlight off of the display so it's easier to see outside. So I'm glad that that came with it. There's also a mount that comes with it that I already added to the screen, but it just mounts with some Velcro around the edge here. So pretty clever little idea on how they did that. And then there's some additional mounting hardware here. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure what this is for. I'm sure if I read the instruction manual here, I would know, but it does come with some of that. It also comes with this is that AV cable that I was talking about. So you've got your red, white, and yellow for these two are for audio. This is for video, and of course, then this end plugs in to the display so that you could get a different audio source there. So it also conveniently comes with two HDMI cables. I've already got the other one in use. It was very handy. So you're going to get both of them will have a standard HDMI. The other end will have either micro or mini, and it does come with two of these. And I'm really stoked that it came with these cables, as they're not necessarily cheap. And for it to have both of them, I think is really cool here. So that pretty much sums up everything in the kit. All right, guys, so there you go. There's the Neewer F100 LCD Field Monitor. I want to thank Neewer for sending this over to me and giving me a chance to check it out. They didn't have to, and I really appreciate that they did. Of course, they want you guys to check it out. And of course, that means I want you guys to check it out. So I will have a link down to the Neewer website where you can go check it out there. I'll also put a link to the Amazon page where you can find this as well. That will be an affiliate link just to help me make a little money to help support the channel. So with all of that being said, I think that covers pretty much everything. This is a cool little device. I'm really stoked. The colors on it are great. It's easy to use. So if you're looking for a field monitor or some way to give yourself a little bit more of an edge when you're trying to do these kinds of shoots, definitely check this out. But with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. As always, thanks for your time. I always appreciate your support, and I'll talk to you in the next video.